Hello and welcome back to Fallout 76. When you are brand new to the game, the leveling and perk system can be a bit confusing, so today I'm going to try and explain how it all works. When you level up, you are presented with this screen, what makes you special, and special is just an acronym that covers your character's attributes. So we have strength, which affects your melee damage and your carry weight, your perception, which affects your VATS accuracy, endurance affects your overall health and also the drain when you're sprinting, your AP drain when sprinting. Charisma affects your buying and selling prices with NPC vendors. It doesn't affect you with player vendors, but NPC vendors, it does affect the prices. It also affects your ability to share perk cards with other players, and I'll cover that in a little bit. Intelligence affects how much experience you earn, and it also affects the durability of crafted items. Agility affects how many action points you have and also how sneaky your character is. And luck affects how often you can do critical hits, along with the durability of looted items. So when you level up, you get to increase one of your special points, and you also get to pick one perk. So for example, if we select strength here, it'll show us all the perks that we have available. And you'll see on a perk card, there will be stars there on the lower right-hand corner of the card. And that indicates the number of levels or the number of ranks a particular card has. So most cards will have 3 ranks. Some only have 1, some will have up to 5. And we can actually click on a card. Now it does say on the bottom, it says accept. I can click on the card one time. That doesn't mean I'm gonna actually have that card. So just hitting accept the first time will actually give you a preview of what the card does. So rank 1, if we pick that, it'll reduce the weight of all of our chems by 30%. Up to rank 3, we'll do 90%. So, but maybe we don't want to do a strength one, so we'll back out of that. We'll look at something like intelligence, and you'll see under intelligence, there is only one perk. That doesn't mean there's only one perk under intelligence, but perks are level locked. So until you hit a particular level, or most perks have a requirement that you have to be a certain level before they'll actually even show up for you. So what you see is all that's available at your current level. Now, if we look at agility, you can actually see under, look at Action Boy, it actually says owned 1. That means I already have at least 1 rank of Action Boy, and if I select the card, it actually shows me that I have a rank 1, there's a 1-star, 15% faster. That is the one that I have. So I already have rank 1 of Action Boy. If I were to pick this, I would combine this card with the one I already have, and that would give me a rank 2 card, and I would have 30% faster regeneration of my action points. Now, another thing to note, if I go under strength, and suppose I don't want any of these perks, the best way to do it is to back out and go to the special that I want. So look at perception. Maybe there's nothing under perception that I want. So you want to back out and then go to the special that you want to look at that way. There is another way to do it, and it can cause problems for you. So if I'm back at strength, I pick strength, and under the bottom where it says filter, if I filter, it actually show me perks for different specials. And you can tell what special a perk goes with. On the lower left-hand corner, it'll just have the letter of that special. So these are perception perks because you see the P on the bottom left-hand corner of the card. So at this point, if I were to pick, say I pick concentrated fire, if I were actually to select that perk, what would happen, because I started under strength, it would give me 1 point of strength, and then it would give me the concentrated fire perk, and I wouldn't be able to equip that perk because I increased my strength and not my perception. So if that ever happens to you where you leveled up a character and you picked a perk and you weren't able to equip it, most likely that was the reason why. That's something to be aware of. There are legitimate cases where you may want to do that, but generally you want to, if you select a special and it doesn't have any perks, the best way is to back out and then go in through another special. And even if you do mess up, once you hit level 25, you'll have the option to move your specials around as much as you want, and I'll get to that in a bit. And unlike previous Fallout games, you can actually move your perk cards. You can equip them in and out. Now, this character is just brand new, so I don't have a bunch of perks to show you. I'll show you on a higher level character in a bit, but the perks, you can actually take them in and out. And if I had other perks here, I could swap them in. So any perk you pick isn't permanent. You can equip it and unequip it as much as you want. So this character is level 4, and you can actually see at the bottom of the screen, I have 2 level ups because I didn't use the one at level 3, but something else happens once you hit level 4. And that is that you get your first perk card pack. Perk card packs show up at level 4, 6, 8, and 10. And then once you hit level 10, it's every 5 levels. So level 15, level 20, etc. And a perk card pack, I will go ahead and open this to show you. A perk card pack will actually give you 4 random perks. And that can actually include perks that are above your level as well. So it's possible to get a perk that you can't even use. until you level up high enough for that perk. So we're gonna go ahead and open the perk card pack, and you get a fancy little animation there. And you get a stick of bubble gum, but you can see we got 4, and right there, moving target. My character has to be level 5. It went off the screen. But if we back out of that, ignore the level up. So right here, we got a perk card, moving target. It is a level 5 perk, so I'd have to wait until I was level 5 to equip it. So it is possible to get perks that you can't even use, but you will get 4 every time you do a perk card pack. There will be times on your way to level 50 where you will want to level up, where you'll have a level up available, but there won't be any perks that you're really looking for. And so maybe you think you want to save your level ups to wait until you have higher level perks available that are more interesting to you. Well, this game doesn't let you do that. So say you're level 10 and you have a perk at level 11 that you really want. And so you decide, I'm not going to level up at level 10. I'll just wait till I'm level 11. This game will not actually show you any level 11 perks until you've actually taken the level 10 level up. So saving perks for later doesn't really work. I mean, you can save your perks. You don't have to take level ups immediately when you get them, but higher level perk cards will not actually show up until you've taken the lower level ups. So at level 50, all of the perks show up for you. Every perk unlocks at level 50, but maybe the last time you leveled up your character was level 45. That means you're going to have levels 46 through 50. Those perks aren't going to show up for you until you actually take the previous level ups. And another thing changes at level, actually above level 50. So up to level 50, when you level up, you get to increase your one of your specials by 1 point, and you get to pick 1 perk card. But once you hit level 51, that changes. You only get to select a perk card. You no longer get to add special points. So earlier I mentioned sharing perks, and that is based on your charisma. So perk sharing is what it sounds like. I can share a perk with another player. So for example, I have this perk, Fire in the Hole. On the bottom of the screen, you see the share. If I select share, you can see the little, on the right-hand side up there, right next to the player's head, you see a little circle with some other people in it. That means that perk is being shared. And if I'm on a team with other players, they all have access to that perk now. Now, what I'm able to share is determined by my charisma. So every 3 points of charisma, let me share rank 1 of a card. So you can see my charisma is 7, which means I could share a rank 2 card. So for example, suppose I wanted to share Bandolier. I'm going to let everyone on my team get the benefit of having their ammo way less. I can just select that one, and I'm no longer sharing Fire in the Hole. I'm sharing Bandolier, and I'm able to do that because my charisma is 6 or higher. That's what I need. And so I can't share anything higher than that. I would need a charisma of 9 to be able to share. So if I have Fireproof right here, that's a rank 3 card. That would require 9 charisma. And just in the case, there may be cases where someone is sharing a perk with you and it's a perk you don't want. You have an option in the menu to reject incoming shared perks. Now that is turned off. So by default, perks can be shared with you and you can share perks with other people. But suppose you don't want that feature, you do have the option to turn that off. So I talked about swapping perks in and out before, but I was on a low-level character that didn't really have perks that I could swap in and out. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I have Endurance right here. I've got Fireproof. Suppose I don't want Fireproof. I could just unselect that, take that out, and maybe I want to have Adamantium Skeleton equipped. So I do that, and I could swap my perks in and out just like that, very easily. Once you hit rank 25, you have the option to move your special points around as much as you want. What you need is a punch card machine. Now, these will show up at every train station and most settlements, and you can actually build one in your camp. That's where I am right now. I'm actually in my own camp. So this is my special machine, and they're all the same. They're all linked. Once you go into the perk card machine, on the bottom of the screen, you see where it says Edit Special. If you select that, it'll bring up, there's all my special points, and you can move them around as much as you want. So suppose I wanted to, say, raise my intelligence and lower my perception. I could just do that. I take my perception down by 2 points, raise my intelligence up by 2 points. I moved them around easy peasy. It also shows me how many points I have available to allocate. In this case, 0, because I've done that. So say I haven't put in the points into intelligence yet, 2 points available, and I could put those wherever I want, up to 15. All specials, their base values can only be 15 or lower. They can't go beyond that. Which is another reason not to worry about making mistakes with your character when you're leveling up, because everything can be fixed at some point. At level 25, you can start fixing your allocations in terms of your specials. And once you go over level 50, you can start getting more perks to replace maybe perks you took at earlier levels that you didn't want. The perk loadout manager also lets you have different builds. It lets you have different loadouts. That is a much higher level thing, so it's not something I'm going to cover in this video. Now, once you hit level 50, you will have access to legendary perks. And you can see that's at the top of the screen above all the regular perks. So if we go to that, it'll show legendary perks. Now, the way that this works, there are 6 legendary perk slots. You can have up to 6 legendary perks. So the way that the legendary slots unlock is the first one unlocks at level 50, the next one at level 75, then level 100, 150, 200, and the last slot opens up at level 300. So by then you have 6 legendary perk slots available. And those slots, or the number of slots, are the same across all of your characters. So suppose you have one character that's up to level 300. So that means that character has 6 slots available. When you start a brand new character, that character is going to have 6 slots available as well. It's not going to have the same, like the perk cards ranked up for you, but it will have the slots available. So you can't equip legendary perk cards right out of the gate. But if you're a brand new character, a brand new player with a brand new account with just one character, first slot opens up at level 50. So all legendary perk cards have 4 ranks. And when you pick one to start out, it's rank 1, and it doesn't cost you anything. To rank up a perk card requires perk coins, which I'll talk about in a minute. But rank 1 gives you can see on the card, rank 1 would give me 50 poison resistance if I had a set of matching armor, all the way up to rank 4, which would give me plus 200 poison resist when I wear a set of matching armor. And this takes perk coins to rank up. So rank 1 costs you nothing. Rank 2 would cost you 50 perk coins. Rank 3 would cost you 100 perk coins. Rank 4 would cost you 150 perk coins. So to max out a legendary perk card takes a total of 300 perk coins. When you hit level 50 on any of your characters, you will be awarded 50 perk coins. So you'll have enough to not only equip rank 1 of a legendary perk card, but you'll actually have enough coins to rank up to rank 2, a legendary perk card. After you hit level 50 and get your 50 perk coins, the way you get future perk coins is by scrapping perk cards. So you can see right here, I don't need 2 rank 1s of fireproof. So you see the option to scrap it. So if I do that, I'll scrap it and I will get 2 perk coins. So for every card that you scrap, you get 2 perk coins. Now, suppose I have a legendary perk that I no longer want to use. Now, equipping legendary perks costs nothing. Unequipping a perk, so say I want to unequip follow through, it'll say I have to spend 1 perk coin to equip a card. So this is not like regular perk cards where you can just swap them in and out for free. There actually is a cost every time you unequip a legendary perk card. That is something to be aware of. So when you choose a card, choose it carefully, because if you change your mind, there is a cost for that. And a special note on legendary charisma. So when it comes to, this is probably one, you can see I made the mistake of ranking this up, and I was using it at one point. With perk card sharing, your base charisma is what counts towards sharing. So you saw my charisma on this character was 7, which allows me to share up to a rank 2 card. If I were to take this legendary charisma card, that would increase my charisma up to 12, but it would not affect my perk sharing. So for whatever reason, it was decided that legendary charisma doesn't affect your ability to share perk cards. So if you do choose legendary specials, legendary charisma is probably a bad choice. I hope this explanation was helpful to you. If it was, please hit one of the buttons down below, and I hope you'll join me in the next one. Thank you very much.